Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I'm just trying to pin myself. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful ladies. Welcome, goddesses. Lovely to have you here with me this evening or this morning, depending on where you are in the world. I always say this, I know, but I'm really excited about today's one. It just came to me earlier. So yeah, welcome everyone. Please let me know where in the world you are joining us from, because I love that. Normally all over the world. So yeah, please let me know in the comments. And I also, just to let you know that let me just think, what am I trying to say here? Trying to multitask isn't always my strong suit when I'm channeling at the same time. So yes, if you do share in the comments, if you feel comfortable to, then I will never read out your name. So it's completely anonymous, even though I'm recording this. And even though I'm recording this, people will only see my face. They won't see your face. It'll only be me, because it's only me speaking. So I ask you to have your mics off. And you can have your cameras off, you can have your cameras on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because I feel your energy. And normally I close my eyes, so I can't see you anyway. I just feel you connection. Hello everyone. I've got UK, Canada. So happy to be here with you. Thank you. I'm really happy you're with me too. Liverpool, lovely. On holiday in Lewis. Is that Lewis near Brighton? I used to live in Brighton. Welcome. Eastern US, amazing. California, wow. It must be quite early in California for you guys, I think. Maybe, daylight savings here, so it might have changed. I get so confused with timelines. I've got people in Australia and America, and then me in England, and it just blows my mind. It's just so confusing. So yeah, Western Canada, hello, welcome. It's so lovely to see you all and feel you all. It really is. Okay, I shall give it another minute. I've just managed to, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, welcome. Yes, Lewis, Sussex. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's beautiful there. I used to go to the castle a lot there and just hang out, because I just always felt there was lots of like ancient spirits there and stuff. I could always feel them. Hello from the UK as well. Hello. Oh, wow. I changed the time. I think if you're on my love letter list, then you would have seen this. So next month, December, gosh, yeah, next month, December, I'm changing the time to 3:30. So that's 3:30 GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, or if you just Google what time is it in London, you'll find me. So yeah, I'm doing it to 3:30 in December, because it's December the 21st. And to be honest, the hubby is on holiday, so I want to hang out with Magnus, our cat, and the hubby in the evenings, eat delicious food. And then from January, I'm going to start doing them at alternate times, because I do have people in Australia and Vietnam and more Asian countries. So I'm going to start doing one at 10 a.m. in the morning, England time. And then I'm going to be doing one at 7 p.m. the following month. So it gives a chance for people to then be able to join live, because I think there is, although it works, even if you catch the replay, I feel there is some magic in joining live, like a group of people, even energetically, even though we're in all different places. Hello, Newcastle, UK. Even though we're all in different places, we've come together at this point, and so the healing's even more powerful. Okay, So I'm going to get into it, I think. Oh, I just need to admit. So it's just me. So I'm just admitting people in to the room. But I'm going to get started now. So hello and welcome, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Lucy Brand, and I'm a divine channeler, energy alchemist, and a galactic shaman, and the founder of Energetic Essence Healing. And I support women to straighten their crowns and embody the empowered, wealthy, turned on queen they were born to be, because it's all within us. Some of us may have had experiences where we feel that we can't activate that, or we might just have forgotten, because what we do go through is a massive remembering in life. That's basically what we go through, is a remembering to what we were at the beginning, the divine. And tonight's healing is going to be on, so I don't know if you saw my love letter today, if you're part of my tribe, but it's going to be on blossoming in your own time, because that's something that I think is just really powerful. Sometimes we can get so caught up in the pressures of comparison, or like even societal pressures, or maybe even age pressures, like I should have achieved this by this point. And the thing is, if you know anything about me, you know I believe in divine timing. And so there is, the divine has how I view the world, right, is the divine has a massive chessboard that we can't understand with our consciousness. It's too small, however bright you are. And so the divine can see the entire chessboard, all the opportunities, all the people you're going to meet, all the desires that you're going to make happen, all the dreams that you're going to make happen. And sometimes, especially if it involves someone else, then they might need to sort their stuff out before they can be a match, a vibrational match to you. So there's a lot of pieces on that chessboard. So there is this divine timing, and sometimes we may really desire something, but it isn't the right time for us. Maybe we do need a bit more experience. I know this might be a bit of pill to swallow, but sometimes it's true. And then I'm sure there's times in your life where you've looked back and you've gone, oh, that's why that didn't happen for me there, because I needed to go through this experience, or I needed to meet that person before I got to where I am now, or before that desire was fulfilled, right? So that's what we're going to work on, because the human in us, so we're divine, we're like, there's two things within us, right? There's the divine spark, that's love and light, and then there's the human. And you're always going to be both. If you're here on planet Earth right now having this human experience, you're always going to be both. So the key to life is managing and living and working with both of these energies, these modalities, right? So the problem is that sometimes our humanness can get in the way, and we get frustrated. We think that the divine has given up on us and doesn't care about us, or the universe, whatever word works for you. Maybe we feel like, let me just have a look. Yeah, like we feel stress, frustration, disappointment. And that can be really hard. That can be really hard. But what I want to do today is, so if you think of something in your life which is a desire or a dream which hasn't been fulfilled yet, what I want to do today is I want to invoke the goddess Flora. So the Roman goddess Flora, who is all about flowers and springtime and blossoming in your own time. She's also about beauty, love, and fertility. So like the thing is that all your dreams and desires will come to fruition when it's time, in divine timing. And there's got to be a trust in that. There just has to be trust and faith. And the Greek counterpart, so normally you do have Roman goddesses and Greek goddesses that kind of cross over, similar. So the Greek counterpart is Chloris, and she again is the goddess of spring, renewal of the cycle of life, this kind of energy, like that's what I want to invoke, this like spring energy. And you know, like when we go into winter, so in the northern hemisphere, we're heading into winter, it's dark and you can't see the little seeds, you know, they're under the ground, they're in the earth. From everything comes the void, from the stillness, from the darkness. That's where things blossom from. So it's about trusting in that darkness that you will blossom when the time is right. But also what I loved about the Greek goddess Chloris, so Flora's counterpart, she was the nymph of the island of the blessed. Now the reason why I feel this is important, because nymphs are fun, they're playful, they're like cheeky, like, and the thing is, when we get really obsessed with, I want this desire, why hasn't it fulfilled yet? Why is that person further along than me? Oh my gosh, I should have this sorted and this sorted and this sorted, which is a lie, because no one has everything sorted by now, because I'm this age, or what, I've have all this experience, like all that human rubbish, mind chatter. Then where's the nymph in that? Where's the playfulness? Where's the joy? And the joy is always in the journey. So if you can invoke Flora, the goddess, and find the beauty and the love in the journey, because look at all the experiences. If you went straight to your desire, basically you would freak out because you'd be like, oh my gosh, that manifested so quickly, I don't know what to do with it, like a hot potato. But if you did do that, imagine all the people you would miss on the way to that desire. Imagine all the things you would miss experiencing, like stopping and smelling the roses. That's what we're going to do. We're going to slow it down. And when you slow it down, you actually collapse timelines and speed it up. It's it's all a paradox. It's all a paradox. Right. I think I've got a little bit of a cold coming. So I'm going to be drinking a lot of water tonight. And I suggest you have some water to hand, because energy work is thirsty woman. Don't try and drink and talk at the same time, Lucy. It doesn't work. Okay, so if you have been with me before, amazing, then you know the drill. If you haven't, I'm going to start by tapping, so practicing some EFT. Basically, just tap where I tap, which is acupressure points in the body, little meridians, and repeat after me. If you can say it out loud, that's even better, because your voice releases stuff. The vibration of that can break up trauma and things in your body as well. If it does get too intense, like I ask you to take responsibility for your own personal healing. I am just a guide. So if it does get too intense for you, then you can stop. Or what I like to suggest or invite you to do, but again, it's your healing journey, is to tap on your collarbone here and just breathe and allow that energy, because all it is emotion, trapped energy. Allow it to move through you. The more you can move that through you, the easier life becomes, in all honesty. Okay, so we're gonna start. I just really connected to like Flora before this, and like Floris. So I'm feeling like spring-like, playful, bouncy. So I need to just flip that energy and go down into just stress and tension and pressure. Okay. I'm feeling too giggly. Let's do this. Okay. Right, I'm going to start on here. No, I'm not. I'm going to start here. Even though I feel so much pressure to have done or achieved or fulfilled my desire of, and it hasn't happened. I haven't achieved it yet. And in all honesty, it sucks. I choose to love and accept my fabulous self anyway. Even though it's really hard, I feel so much pressure sometimes that I should be further along. I should have achieved this by now. And what is this for you? I should have created this. What is this? All this shoulding. It creates so much pressure and stress for me. I feel left behind. Oh, now I'm getting waves of sadness. So here we go. You might experience like different waves of emotion. So like I said, just let them flow through you. And sometimes it's really hard because society says that I should. And what does society say that you should do? That my family say that I should. And it makes me feel inadequate. It makes me wonder what's wrong with me. I look at all these people on the social media platforms and other places in my life. And they seem to have what I want. They seem to have my desire of, and in all honesty, it hurts. What's going on here? Has the divine or the universe or whatever word works for you forgotten about me? Do they not care about me anymore? All these feelings of not being good enough or worthy enough. All these feelings of pressure and stress. Because I haven't made happen yet. What haven't you made happen yet? I choose to acknowledge all these feelings and I choose to release them. Oh. I choose to clear them all out. This sadness, disappointment, and judgment. Oh, my eyes are watery. I'm definitely hitting a nerve. Of myself. I choose to acknowledge them all. And I choose to release them. I choose to release this judgment and this pressure on all levels of consciousness. The collective and my own. For all my ancestors and my fellow sisters around the world too. My brilliant, beautiful mind. My wonderful, incredible body. I'm releasing judgment and pressure from my nervous system and my spine. Put your shoulders back, chest out. My energy, and on a cellular level too. And I'm clearing all this pressure and judgment on myself for not being further along in my desire of, across all time and space, dimensions, realities, and realms. All this heaviness I'm experiencing because I haven't made what I want happen yet. Oh, I try not to think about it because it makes me sad. I choose to acknowledge this sadness as a part of me. And I choose to release that too. I choose to clear out this sadness and any attachment I have to making my desire of happen. I'm choosing to hand over this pressure, this control, this attachment of my dream of to the divine, to the source itself. I know that this desire and dream of is meant for me because all my desires and dreams are a gift from the divine, the universe. And it's my fulfillment of those desires and dreams which is my gift back to the divine. So I know they want this to happen for me. But maybe I'm too attached to the outcome. Maybe I'm too attached to what it should look like. So I choose to acknowledge that as well, because I'm only human. And in this moment, I'm giving myself permission to hand it over to the divine. Hand it over to the source. Hand it over to the universe. And allow them to work their magic. Because my desire or dream of, well, could be filled in ways I never even knew possible. Whole body tingling ways possible. If I let go of timelines, I trust and have faith in the divine. I know in my heart that my desires and dreams are meant for me. And so in this moment, I'm so open, and I'm going to open my eyes and all my senses to enjoying the journey, to enjoying the creation process, hanging with that creative tension just before it pops and my desire is manifest in ways that blow my mind. And then celebrating every person that I meet, every opportunity that I experience on my way to making, creating, manifesting my desire and dream of I'm choosing to release all resistance now and sit and rest in the void, the stillness of creation, and let my desires and dreams come to me. Call them to me. Like the queen I am and I was born to be. As I deeply, 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 completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I'm so open to celebrating all that I've created for myself already. And if I look at that, it blows my mind. So I'm going to tap into that infinite potential that is within me and trust in the divine timing of everything, that my desires and dreams are on their way. As I deeply and completely love, accept, and honor my beautiful self, all of me, the human and the divine. Now keep your eyes closed, loves, if you've got your eyes closed, but if not, then please close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And just let go of anything that you need to. Maybe move your beautiful body a bit. Notice your sitting bones if you're sitting down, your beautiful hips. And what I would love for you to do with your eyes closed is just, I would love for you to imagine or visualize or see, whatever works for you, that you're floating on the sea. You're in this beautiful, ornate boat. It's gorgeous. And it is carrying you across the waves, across the sea, to the island of the blessed. And as you make your way, you feel the wind in your hair and the freedom. You feel your desires and your dreams bubbling up to the surface. You're seeing them happen before you in your mind's eye, in your third eye. You see yourself laughing and playing as you get sprayed by the sea that's warm on your face. The sun is out helping you nourish and nurture your desires and helping you ignite the fire and the passion to have these desires and these dreams met, to take action. Because although it's about calling them to you, we still have to take action on this human plane to make it happen here. And as you make your way to this beautiful island of the blessed, you start to see little nymphs, little fairies. They look like little sparkles, and they're darting away. And like every time you look at one, you can't help but giggle. This playful energy, this joyful energy, you feel so loved and supported and surrounded by light. And then you notice this beautiful gold shimmering crown on your head as you sail towards the island of the blessed. And as your boat reaches the shores, the nymphs help you get off the boat and lower you down, and you hear the waves lapping at the sea, at the shore, and you hear the sound of birds, and it's like music. You hear the sound of creation, and you feel that anything is possible here in this place of no time and space. It's this land of infinite possibilities, pregnant with whatever you desire, ready to pop. And as you walk onto the island of the blessed, what do you see? This is your island filled with your blessings, your dreams, your desires. Some manifest, some not yet. And as you make your way across the sand in your bare feet, feeling it beneath your feet, feeling that earth, that Mama Earth, always supporting you, always giving, always there. And then you kind of look up and you see the angelic realms, you see the galactic realms. You have this vision. It's not through your eyes, it's through a different sight. You feel that energy of them supporting you, willing you to create the desires and the dreams that you want. And then through a clearing, you see this beautiful goddess. However she appears to you, however she looks like to you, and you instantly recognize that it is the goddess Flora, because she has blooms in her hair of all different sizes and shapes and colors and scents. It's almost overwhelming. And they're all in different stages of bloom, some completely open and full and ripe, others just starting their journey to open. And as you look at these, it's almost like you can see your dreams and desires in every one of the blooms in her beautiful long hair. And she smiles at you, this beautiful, radiant smile where you feel so loved and cherished in this moment. Your cup is so full right now. Your energy is that of a playful nymph. You can't wait to get started. And as the goddess Flora comes towards you with her arms open, you meet her and she hugs you, and you feel this energy again surge through you that anything is possible. Anything that you dream, you can create. And it's almost like these human timelines, these human constructs, or even these comparison stories, they fall away, they melt away. So it's just your divine self, just your soul, and what your soul wants to experience in this lifetime. That's it. Nothing else. And you hear it so loud and clear. It may be one blessing, it may be one desire, it may be one dream, maybe a million. Doesn't matter. You can hear the whispers of your soul because they're loud here. And as the beautiful goddess Flora releases you. She hands you a flower. Now, this is a flower specifically for you. And you know what this flower means. And you know how much this flower is in bloom, whether it's full, whether it's closed. You know what to do to nurture this. If it's not in full bloom yet, what you need to do, what action do you need to take on the material plane to have this fully blossom? Or if it is fully blossomed, to keep living this beautiful blessing that you've received, what do you need to do? And as you contemplate that with this beautiful bud or flower, or whatever it might be in your hand as a gift from Flora, you feel this sense of peace and love swell up in your heart, in your chest. And as that happens, your wings unfold, your beautiful, glistening, massive wings. You feel that connection to the divine, the connection to the universe, the connection to planet Earth. All of them. You are all of them. And you take that gift from the beautiful Flora and you place it in your hair. And magically it stays there as the wind gently wisps around. And then she gives you one last hug and whispers something in your ear. A final parting words of wisdom just for you. And you realize how unique and truly special you are, and your desires and your dreams are. And you have the courage with Flora, the angels, the universe, the divine, the galactic beings, everyone, the fairies, the nymphs, all rooting for you, all wanting to support this happen for you. And as you come to that realization, there's like this resting, this settling for you, a stillness, a resting in that peace, almost like when you meditate, but you're not at the moment. And with that, there's this glow that happens, that ignites within you. And you realize that it's you calling your desires to you, and your crown on your head shimmers even brighter. And there's a chorus of birds and animals ringing out in sync with you. They hear you. You are connected to all that is and everything that has been before and is here now and will become to pass. That's how powerful you are. And as Flora turns to leave, she blows you a kiss, and you feel this warmth come over you, this nurturing love that all things need to blossom. And this knowing that you will blossom in your own time. And you start to walk back to the beautiful, ornate, gorgeous ship. And as you board, it sails away, the wind and the white sails. And you feel the breeze on your face and the spray of the sea salt of the sea on your skin, and the sun as it dances on your skin and again warms up the passions of your desires and heats up and nurtures and nourishes those seedling desires and those desires already in full bloom. And you realize that you are this beautiful flower, this beautiful, unique flower. There's only one of you in this entire universe. And reminded of how special you are. And there's no need to rush yourself. No need to hurry yourself. You do what you do in your own time for your soul's experience and expansion. No one else. And as you sail on the ship, you come to this peace. As you sit in that peace and allow that peace to flow through every muscle of your beautiful human self, you start to come back, keeping your eyes closed, to your beautiful body. Someone's still got tense muscles on the left shoulder. Drop your shoulders, allow those muscles, breathe in if you need to. That gift from Gaia, Mother Earth herself, that beautiful air, softening, almost malleable, going with the flow, allowing the flow of your dreams and desires to come to you in this physical material plane, and just softening. That's it. Let the muscles soften. You've got this. And when you feel fully in your body and fully back with us in your own time, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, lovelies. If anyone wants to share anything in the chat, then you're more than welcome. But if you just want to drift off or start your day or wherever you are or whatever you're going to be doing, then you're more than welcome to do that. But yeah, if you feel comfortable sharing, like what your experience was or how you feel now. Oh, I feel so peaceful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And like I said, if you want to join me for next month in December, it's super chilled. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's in these super chilled, peaceful vibes where if you are experiencing something challenging in your life, it's when you're in these frequencies that the solutions will come, because the solution will come to you when you open up and get into these higher states of consciousness. The solution never comes when you're in the lower states of consciousness of stress, fear, and contractedness. So yeah, just felt cool to share that. That felt a bit like coming home. Oh, so lovely. Yeah, I felt that as well. I feel that with Flora, just like this, for me, it feels like a coming home to like my inner child and playfulness of spring and baby lambs being born. So powerful and healing. I feel more clear and relaxed now. Oh yes, the clarity. Oh, I'm so glad. That's amazing. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I cried so much, but it's peaceful. Yeah, sometimes we need to do that. When I was tapping, I was crying. There was a lot of sadness. And I put in there our ancestors and other women around the world, because I was really being called that there was just like a lot of dreams not fulfilled by our ancestors. Every one of you on the call, mine as well, but like individually. And just the sadness from that sometimes we can carry in our energetic imprint and in our body. So I was helping to clear that out for them as well. I just got a lovely love bubble from my ancestors. They're so cool. Thank you so much. A really revealing journey. My inner team was resistant to be still. Yes, I've had full on like my inner team wouldn't speak to me at some healings. She's like, full on, I'm not talking to you. Inner teams, yes. But when you connect with them and you heal whatever they need healing, or you give them whatever they need, the amazingness that comes from that is just wonderful. I had to do a lot of healing in my teenage years because she was not a happy Lucy at all. Oh my, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. I was releasing through yawning. Yes, that's another great one, yawning. I don't know if you sometimes hear, but sometimes I burp. The energy's moving through yawning all the way through the tapping. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You have such an uplifting, cheerful manner, which has helped a lot. You're welcome. Yeah, I hang out with the fairies all the time. I do come to planet Earth. That's how I create stuff. Open and relax. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I felt emotional too. Yeah, that's good. Like, emotions are good, and just allowing them to move through you is the best thing, because if we hold on to them, that's when they get stuck. So amazing work, amazing work. Yes, mega yawning. Yes, and tapping. Glad shoulder dropped. Yes, there was someone, I could just feel it. It was like this muscle under here. I'm not very good with muscles. I don't know what it is. Just like, I'm not going to let go. And I was like, drop it. How often would you recommend EFT? Well, depends really. Like, so for me, EFT is something that I used like back in the day when I was trying to heal from the burglary and stuff, and release a lot of stuff. I would tap about 5 or 6 times a day. Like, I would spend hours doing it, like, because I wanted to be a clear channel for the divine. But that's like really super intense. So I would suggest, like, it just depends what your journey is. I would say ask your guides and your intuition or the divine what feels good for you. Because also, I have had something where it was a little bit tricky, where I was imprinting new beliefs. You don't tend to do that with EFT because it's a bit gentler. But then I did try to imprint more than 3 beliefs, and my mind just couldn't handle it. Like, it was horrible. So it's kind of doing it gradually, I would suggest. But EFT is very gentle. It depends what you're trying to release. But yeah, I would just like, I used to be very shy. So like, if I went to networking events, I'd spend a lot of time in the toilet tapping, just like trying to get rid of my fear. So like, I do it all the time, to be honest. And I would suggest that I could do it for anything, because it helps you connect with your intuition as well. And when you get on board with your intuition, that will guide you towards manifesting and creating your desires. So yeah, I'm a massive fan. It's turned my life around, EFT. Can we go to a time in our life where we need to release the energy that needs to be released? Yeah, like if that's what you're called to do, like, totally. Like, I go to my younger self, or I go to clients' younger selves. And then I'll tap on them, if you see what I mean, but in the matrix. So like, I'm not physically with them, but we imagine tapping on their children, or their younger self, sorry. And then we release stuff for them, because sometimes that needs to happen. It could get stuck. Sometimes we call them echoes, our younger selves, echoes, and sometimes they can get caught in a loop. So when they get caught in a loop of something happening, so maybe they were told off, maybe you were told off for something that you didn't do, right? Your younger self can get stuck in that loop. So sometimes it's good to go back there and reassure them, and like, you can tap on them, release that. You're actually tapping on yourself, and have a conversation with them. And the thing is, when you do that, like, anything can happen, because it's in a place where time doesn't exist, and you're not under the normal constraints of planet Earth. So if your younger self wants a unicorn to feel better, give them a unicorn. Like, your imagination is so close to the divine. Like, that's why we were given it. So use your imagination, like, make it up, like, literally make it up. Go into innocence in no sense. It makes no sense, and make it up. like, and the healing works. I don't have all the answers. I just know what, because sometimes I'm like, how does this even work? Anyone hints on how to do if have physical pain trapped by? Yes. So if you have physical pain in your body, it's usually a manifestation of something else. So like could be trapped emotions or limiting beliefs. So sometimes if I don't have the answers, I just tap on my collarbone and I'll be like, why have I got this pain in my knee? And then just a lot of the time we don't listen, like listen to your body, listen to the divine, listen to what comes up. And it might be an image or a memory, and then go with that and be like, oh, okay, maybe that's where it came from. And then be like, even though I have this pain in my right knee, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Because the thing is, sometimes we need to love and accept ourselves as we are right now, to let it all, to then move on from it. Okay, I'm just going to read one more and then I'm going to have to go, guys, because I'm getting quite tired. Is it possible to use EFT through imagining tapping on the points too, more subtle if needed? Wish I'd known that when I tapped on my son's dental appointment. Nice idea what the dental nurse thought of me. Yeah, I do that as well. Like doctors, I get very stressed about, even though I've got an incredible dentist, like I just can't stand needles. So I just like tapping on myself. It's just doing work. So yeah. I don't have any shame around that anymore. Like I just do it because I know how good it feels to me. And that's what the main thing is. What would you recommend for difficulties identifying, feeling, and expressing your emotions? Well, sometimes you don't need to identify the emotion. Like it could just be like, oh, I don't know, I just feel not myself. Like you don't necessarily have to identify stuff. Like that again is like the human wanting to solve something. So if that is that, then I would just like, I would tap on that. Literally I'd tap on anything. Like, so even though I struggle with identifying my emotions, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. And then be like, oh, what emotion am I experiencing right now? And then like connect with yourself to find out what it is, because your body will always tell you. Your body's so wise, far wiser than your mind. We are not just our minds. So like, yeah, it's just practice. Honestly, it's practice and expressing your emotions. That again is like practice. And I think EFT helps you to express them in a safe way. So like when the burglary happened, I was full of hate and anger for a long time. But then with EFT, it gave me a safe space to express that anger and that pain and that hurt. So then I could return to myself, which is love and light, and have less low periods. So again, I would just say tapping on it. Like I have, even though I have difficulties expressing my emotions, and it is just practice. It's all a journey. Thank you. Again, I have so much peace. You're welcome. And high vibrations really needed this day. You're welcome. Thank you. That's really helpful. You're welcome, everyone. Right. I have to go. I'm quite tired. I want to go and hug my cat, Magnus, if he'll let me. He's a bit like, leave me alone, Mum. Right. Thank you so much, my darlings. If you can make it next December, then please do if you enjoyed this. And like I said, it'll be at the earlier time of 3:30 because of Christmas. I love you. Look after yourselves and take care. Bye.